What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jones at 4K, bringing you guys another Forza Horizon 5 drift build and tune video. Today we got the 2005 MG Xpower SV-R. We're going to get into the build of this car, followed by the tune, and then we're going to take it out to the mountain to see if we can 3-star the zone and also put down 1,000,000 points. Alright, so now for the build of this car. For the motor swap, I did opt out to go for the 7.2 V8 racing motor. We left the car rear wheel drive, and then we went with the twin turbos. For the clutch, we have the race clutch, we have the race transmission, we have the race driveline, and we also have the drift differential. Under platform and handling, we have the race brakes, we have the drift springs and dampers, we have the race front and the race rear anti-roll bars, we have the race roll cage, and we have a race weight reduction. For aero and appearance, I didn't change anything, so I left all the stock parts on it. For the tire compound, we have the Horizon semi-slicks. We have a 265 tire width in the front. We have a 315 in the rear. For the rim size, we left them stock at 18 in the rear, and we left the stock at 18 in the front. For the wheel choice, we have the sport wheel, and then we also have the Fisk FM10s. For the front track width, we have it maxed out in the front. And then for the rear track width, we only have it out one selection. And for the engine components, we have the stock fuel system, stock ignition, stock engine block, stock flywheel, stock no intercooler, and then we have the race twin turbos with anti-lag, giving this car 1,129 horsepower, 850 foot-pounds of torque, with a 52% weight distribution. Then diving over to the tune, we have the tire pressure at 33 and 32, which this should also, I don't know why this changed, because this should definitely be 30. This should be 30 and 25. Like, I don't know if I accidentally changed the tires at one point, but it should be 30 and 25. For the gear ratio, we have a 373 final drive, a 300 first, 200 second, 150 third, 125 fourth, a 109 fifth, and then the 096 sixth gear. For the alignment, we have negative 4.5 degrees camber in the front with negative 0.2 degrees camber in the rear. For the toe, we have 0.1 degrees toe out, and then for the rear, we have negative 0.3 degrees toe in, sorry. And for the front caster angle, we have 7 degrees front caster. For the roll bars, we're running 37.6 in the front with 26.8 in the rear. For the springs, we're running a 616 pound spring in the front with a 448 pound spring in the rear. For the ride height, we got the car slammed all the way as low as it can go at 3.3 in the front and then 3.3 in the rear. Now I did adjust this at one point in time. I had the rear at like 3.5 just to give it a little bit more squat. But the car really didn't have a lot of, it don't have a lot of negative camber gain. So I just left it low, because like when you get on throttle and when your lead tire is under load, like it stays, like it pretty much stays in a good area. Like it stays pretty flat. So there was no need to do that. I thought the car squatted really hard at first, but it didn't squat as much as I thought. For the rebound stiffness, I have 10.8 in the front and 10.1 in the rear. And then for the bump stiffness, we have 6.5 front bump and then 3.3 rear bump. For the aero, there's no adjustable aero. For the brake balance, we have 70%, and then for the brake pressure, we have 55%. And then lastly, for the differential, we have 100% acceleration with 100% deceleration, giving this car a lock diff. That was the build. This is the tune. Let's take it out to the mountain. We done made it to the top of the mountain. Let's see if we can 3-star the car at State Drift Zone and also put down 1,000,000 points. So I was requested to do this car over the weekend, and I actually had this car built before. Like I went in and just kind of like revisited the tune I had on it, and believe it or not, the tune that I had on it like was really good. I just made some dampening adjustments to the car. I made a couple dampening adjustments, and I made I think I softened the springs a little bit, but the alignment was pretty dialed. The tire pressure felt good. And I mean, this car, I forgot when I'm pretty sure I got this car when it first, like when it released, or when we had to do it for the seasonal, and it actually drives pretty good. Like I've had this car for a while, and what's crazy is I forgot to do a video on this car because I've had the car. It just never crossed my mind. Like other cars was coming out, and I just wanted to get, I didn't think anybody would have an interest in it, but this car is really good. I mean, it's not the best of looking cars. It's definitely different. It has a large variety of motor swaps you could choose for, which I think is really nice. You have all kind of motor options, which I feel like Horizon. I mean, unless under like some kind of contract agreement, I really think they should just open up all the motor options to every car. Like, I mean, because there's nothing that's done, like, nowadays motor swapping cars is like, everywhere. People are doing it. People are putting V10s in cars that come with 4 cylinders. People are, like, so I mean, it wouldn't be out of the norm to open those options up at all. But this car definitely had a large variety of motor swaps, and it also allows me to get 315. You guys know I love my 315s. I had a brain fart for a second there. But I love my 315s. I love my V8s. I love my superchargers. So if I can get that all in one car, yeah, it's a car for me. That was a nice little run there. This car is also, it's not bad looking. It's not bad looking. I think it could pass. Like on a look scale, I give it about a 6.5 on a look scale. But like on a handling scale, I'll give it like anywhere like up in the 8s, because even when you build this car, like, now I'm not saying go out and like just build it like ridiculously, just throw whatever you want on it. But if you like, you build it with some common sense, this car out of the box, man, drives wonderful. I mean, absolutely drives wonderful. It has a really good handling package on it. And I mean, like, it drives like what's crazy is like it feels like a big car, but it has potential to drive like a small car. And I think that's what I enjoy the most about driving this car, because it drives like a big car, but it can handle like a small car, like 100%. But that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel as we are going. Listen, you guys have been killing it with the views, man, and I'm very grateful. I'm gonna try to keep getting videos out. And I have been procrastinating on getting my new CPU and motherboard in, but it's all due to the fact that I'm trying to decide if I want to go with another AIO cooler or just go with a custom cooling loop. So I mean, but I do have the components, but it's not going to stop me from getting videos out. I'm going to keep getting them out as long as my old CPU and motherboard is going to let me, guys. But I do love y'all, and I'll catch you in the next video.